Nestled deep within the misty mountains of central Japan lies Takaragawa, a region cloaked in thick forests and rushing rivers. A place where nature's wild beauty meets the echoes of a distant past. It was here, during the long and peaceful Edo period, that whispers of a hidden fortune began to take root. Stories passed down through generations, tales of lost gold caches buried beneath the shadows of towering cedars and tangled underbrush. These stories, part folklore, part enduring mystery, have sparked the imaginations of many who have sought to uncover what might still be buried in the quiet, forgotten corners of Takaragawa. The Edo era, spanning from 1603 to 1868, was a time defined by strict social order, economic growth, and relative peace under the Tokugawa shogunate. It was also a period rich with cultural flourishing and hidden complexities. While the era saw the rise of great cities and a burgeoning merchant class, it was equally marked by the isolation of many rural mountain communities. These remote enclaves were often home to secretive practices and whispered stories, some factual, others veiled in myth. Within this context, the legend of the lost gold of Takaragawa took shape. Local lore speaks of more than one cache of gold, supposedly hidden by samurai or merchants during times of conflict or uncertainty. Some say these treasures were stashed away to protect fortunes during the upheaval of shifting political alliances. Others suggest that the gold belonged to mountain hermits or wandering monks who sought refuge from the outside world. Regardless of their origin, the stories share common threads. Gleaming coins and nuggets buried beneath ancient trees, secret maps passed through generations, and cryptic clues carved into stone markers deep in the forest. Yet, despite numerous treasure hunts, both old and recent, the gold remains elusive. No documented discovery of any such cache has ever been verified. What exists instead is a mosaic of tantalizing tales, spotted with rumors of failed expeditions and unproven sightings. Some locals speak cautiously about the treasure, wary of inviting unwanted attention or stirring old dangers. Others dismiss the stories as mere myth, a romanticized echo of a bygone era clinging to fading memories. The natural landscape itself seems as much a guardian of secrets as the people who live nearby. The dense woodland, unpredictable mountain weather, and winding rivers create formidable barriers to exploration, challenging even modern adventurers equipped with the latest technology. Ancient trails have disappeared beneath layers of moss and earth, erasing the clues that might reveal the treasure's resting place. Still, the legend of the lost gold of Takaragawa endures, fueled by the allure of mystery and the hope that somewhere amid the rugged beauty of these mountains, a forgotten fortune waits patiently beneath the soil. It is a story that captivates not only treasure hunters, but also historians, folklorists, and those drawn to the mysteries hidden in the folds of Japan's rich past. To understand why treasures like the lost gold of Takaragawa might have been hidden during the Edo period, we have to delve deeper into the historical and cultural landscape of the time. Although often remembered as an era of peace and stability under the Tokugawa shogunate, the Edo period was not without its moments of tension and unrest, especially in rural and mountainous regions like Takaragawa. Political intrigue, shifting alliances among rival clans, and occasional banditry created an atmosphere where hiding wealth could be a prudent measure. Secret stashes of gold or valuable goods weren't simply the stuff of fantasy. They were practical responses to unpredictable dangers. Throughout Japan, records from the Edo era note the existence of small-scale conflicts and the presence of bandit groups, known as Yamabushi or mountain brigands, who preyed on travelers and isolated settlements. In such an unpredictable environment, merchants or samurai might have concealed their wealth, hoping to reclaim it once danger passed. Beyond bandits, political uncertainty, especially in the early or late years of the Edo period when power was less certain, may have encouraged the cautious to hide their fortunes. Local oral traditions also speak of hermits and ascetic monks who lived in these remote mountains. Some stories suggest these mountain dwellers accumulated wealth or relics and then carefully concealed them, using cryptic methods to protect their secrets. These enigmatic figures appear often in the folklore surrounding Takaragawa's lost gold, merging fact with mystery. What strengthens these legends are the old maps and documents that occasionally surface from the archives of nearby villages. While many such maps are faded or incomplete, they hint at trails, landmarks, and burial sites that don't appear on modern charts. Some maps are said to include symbols or coded writings, believed by some to indicate treasure locations. However, the authenticity and accuracy of these maps remain matters of debate. They are powerful tools in the treasure hunter's tales, but blend documented history with hints of imaginative storytelling. Oral histories passed down among local families form another important pillar of the legend. Elders recount stories of ancestors who supposedly witnessed secret meetings in the woods or heard of gold hidden beneath particular trees or stones. These narratives, while often inconsistent in detail, share common motifs: cryptic markings, secret compartments, and vanished pathways. Names such as Matsudaira Yoshinobu, a minor samurai reputedly linked with hiding valuables during clan conflicts, appear in some versions of the legend. Other tales mention a mysterious merchant family that vanished suddenly, believed to have secreted away great wealth in the mountains before disappearing. These stories, while difficult to verify through historical records, reflect a cultural memory that intertwines documented events with the imagination. The legacy of the lost gold story has been passed down through generations, sometimes as warnings, sometimes as inspiration. The treasure's myth has shaped the identity of the local communities, fostering a connection to their history that is both intimate and mysterious. It has attracted historians and folklorists alike, all trying to unravel where truth ends and legend begins. The legend of the lost gold of Takaragawa continues to capture imaginations, not only because of the mysterious promise of hidden treasure, but also for the rich cultural tapestry it weaves into the identity of the region. Despite the absence of any definitive archaeological evidence, the story persists, carried forward by oral tradition, local festivals, and the enthusiastic efforts of treasure seekers. This enduring appeal reveals much about how folklore can shape and sustain communities, offering a sense of connection to the past that is both personal and collective. In the villages surrounding Takaragawa, the gold legends have become more than just stories whispered in the shadows of ancient trees. They fuel seasonal festivals that celebrate the mountain's history and invite tourists to explore the wilderness through guided hikes and treasure-themed events. Local craftspeople create works inspired by the myth, jewelry, artworks, and souvenirs that evoke the allure of lost samurai fortunes and secret mountain hermits. These cultural expressions help to keep the legend alive, transforming a vague tale into a living tradition that blends history with imagination. Tourism tied to the lost gold phenomenon has brought both opportunities and challenges. On one hand, it provides much-needed economic support to remote mountain towns struggling to preserve their way of life. Visitors drawn by the intrigue of treasure hunts often extend their stays, benefiting inns, restaurants, and local guides. On the other, there is an ongoing debate about how to balance promotion with preservation. The fragile natural environment and hidden historical sites are at risk if treasure seekers disregard caution or fail to respect the cultural significance of the landscape. Academics and professional archaeologists approach these stories with a mixture of skepticism and fascination. The lack of tangible findings means that the lost gold remains firmly in the realm of folklore rather than established history. While some maps and artifacts exist, none have conclusively pointed to a buried hoard, and many so-called treasure clues have been debunked as clever fabrications or misinterpretations. This distinction between myth and material fact is crucial. It reminds us that legends like Takaragawa's lost gold often tell us more about human hopes, fears, and creativity than about actual buried valuables. The unresolved nature of the story adds a powerful layer of intrigue. In a way, the very mystery becomes a treasure itself, an invitation to imagine what might have been and what still could be discovered. These open-ended stories invite engagement, encouraging amateur historians, writers, and explorers to continue the search, not just for material wealth, but for a deeper understanding of Edo period life and the cultural landscapes hidden within Japan's mountains. Ultimately, the lost gold of Takaragawa exemplifies how legends endure because they tap into universal themes. The allure of the unknown, the tension between secrecy and revelation, and the connection between people and place. Whether or not the gold ever surfaces, the story remains a vital thread in Japan's narrative fabric. It inspires curiosity, fuels local pride, and reminds us that history is not fixed but constantly reinterpreted through the stories we tell and the mysteries we choose to keep alive.